Hey folks, this is Kevin Calhoun with DocuMountain. I hope this message finds you well. Today we're going to be talking about the 5 best practices of records management for education. Look, we know you're forced to keep these records. As a matter of fact, a lot of them permanently. The issue is there's just so many of them. In general, there's 9 major record categories with over 190 different types of records. And things like, if you consider board minutes and administration, there's minutes, claims, decisions. You got to keep these things from a year to on a permanent basis, and you've got to index them with date and location that the meetings actually happened. Or employee records, things like active or inactive employees, since you have to keep them from 2 years to permanently for retaining those records. And you've got to index them by first name, last name, date of birth, date of hire. And finally, student records, things like transcripts, IEPs, disciplinary records. These are things that you have to keep from a year after the student leaves your school to on a permanent basis, going back all the way to the 1900s. And these things are things that you have to index by first name or last name, date of birth or date of graduation, so you can refine those. Man, when you look at it, the immensity of the records can be overwhelming. But know this, you're not alone. Thousands of people in the education industry are asking themselves the same question every single day. How do I do this? What are the best practices? Well, consider the following 5 best practices when you look at your records the next time. First, create a HIPAA-compliant environment. In these days, it's essential that you do that. Second, inventory all of your records. Know exactly where they are and what you have. Third, create a chain of custody. Who's touched the records? What did they do with them? Those types of things. Fourth, establish permissions on accessibility of those records. Who should be looking at the employee records? Who should be looking at the student records? And who, more importantly, who shouldn't be? And finally, adhere to a records retention schedule. If you're only supposed to keep them so long, it makes no sense to keep them any longer after that. Look, again, we know you're forced to retain these records, and a lot of them on a permanent basis. We help you do that. We just help you do it with the best practices involved. So if you want to learn more, simply click on the link below for an infographic on the 5 best practices for records management in the education industry. God bless. Hope you have a great day.